Disclaimer: the game footage used has a lot of flickering. Watch at your own risk. Hello there! So, not too long ago, I received a Game Boy player and some Game Boy games to go with it. I also had some other Game Boy Advance games that I had before getting the player. And one of those games that came with it was the original Wave Race on the Game Boy. Is it any good? I don't know, for some reason it wasn't released in the EU till 5 years after the US release. Were they considering the ethical implications of releasing the game? Like I said, I don't know. The review hasn't even begun yet. While looking at the footage, you might understand why I put a photosensitivity warning at the beginning of the video. Well, it's not entirely the game's fault. The UI flickering like that is a transparency effect that looks perfectly fine on actual Game Boy hardware. But I swear, this is gonna give somebody a seizure. I would have preferred full opacity. But that can be looked past, if the gameplay and modes are good. And they're pretty good. Race is a standard, practically mandatory mode, but it works well enough. But Slalom? I don't know what that word is a really interesting mode that I think should have returned in Wave Race 64. You travel through pairs of posts across each track, and whoever traveled through the most wins. But the AI sucks. It knows exactly where each post is and how to enter them. In fact, the game as a whole is pretty hard. I was playing on the easiest difficulty, and it was tough getting to first place. There's no music during races, just the eternal brrr of the engine, which sucks because the music that does appear in the game is actually pretty good. That and the eternal hum of the engine is really annoying. But like I said earlier, that doesn't matter if it plays well. And it does play pretty well, and is pretty faithful to its 64-bit counterpart. It plays kinda like how I imagine a 2D pod racing game would. But bumping into the NPCs is really annoying, especially in slalom mode. Overall, I would say this is a fairly decent personal watercraft racing game. 6.5 out of 10.